Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmina from Jasmina Brozovic Astrology. And today I have a special guest, my Astro friend that you know from our previous collaborations, probably. And I am excited to have Teri today with me because we're going to give you a little bit of guidance for 2026. As many of you know, Teri is a great tarot practitioner, and she not only is she's combining tarot with astrology, and her forte is talking about decans and connections between tarot and astrology. So we're going to mention that as well. Stay tuned. It's going to be fun and educational and informative, and I hope this will help you. So before we start, hi Teri, how are you today?
Good, all good. And you, thank you for inviting me. And I like collaborating with you because you have a lovely energy.
Oh,
Always there is that Gemini energy and Mercurial energy coming through you. So I'm very happy to be here today, like always.
oh, thank you, Terry, for taking the time to do this. I know my Gemini energy can be too much sometimes because explaining Terry what I want to do today, it was fun because I had my vision. And anyway, so we will go kind of on a larger scale through all 12 signs, and to tell you what kind of good things and challenges you can expect in 2026. And we're going to pull a card.
Mhm.
Terry's going to pull tarot, and I'm going to pull oracle. I'm using the oracle of the mystic heroes from Leo Tao Wang. You probably know him. He was on my channel talking about the Chinese New Year. He will be talking about
Mm.
the upcoming
Yeah,
horse
I
year.
love it. I'm waiting for it because this year is our year, horse year.
Yes, we are horses. Yeah, there you go. So yeah. So this is gonna be our year. So I'm gonna use his deck. And why I'm doing mystical heroes is because with Neptune coming into Aries, I feel that we need to be our own heroes. So I think that's one of the topics that is gonna teach us for next year. So
Mhm.
Terry, before we start with Aries, tell me just in general, what do you feel the 2026 is going to be about?
I think after finishing all these transitions in 2025, know that all the, I mean, like these big changes, but back and forth, etc. I think that would be the year to settle in the respective signs. So, and also I think when we are looking at the sky of 2026, we have this all fire and air energy. So there is lots of active energy and like communication and then action, that kind of
Yes,
thing after coming from the water
sleep.
and the
Yeah. After for sleeping with
earth
Neptune
sign.
in Pisces for the last 15 years, it's time to wake up. Guys, that's basically what it is.
So I
Uh,
mean, I think that transition, I mean, like it's a wake up call. And also
yeah.
I think getting to especially areas, etc. I think it's like going from, still there would be collective signs, of course, in perspective, but also thinking about areas is like turning to ourselves, also taking care of ourselves and
Yes.
thinking about ourselves. I think that would be the more or less the focus in the during 2026, we can
Yeah,
say that.
yeah. Especially in the second half when definitely we are out of the waters and muds. Earth and water makes mud, so we have to get out of the mud on a solid ground. That's lovely. Okay, let's start with Aries. We don't want to take this too long. Just logistically, Aries, you have finally Saturn, finally Saturn and Neptune coming to your sign. Excuse me. So they're going to meet. This big Neptune Saturn conjunction on the 20th of February is going to be a turning point for many of us, especially for you Aries. So I know that Pluto in Aquarius is sextiling you, so that's good. Uranus in Gemini is going to sextile you, that's good. Jupiter is when in Cancer is still squaring you, but then after summer in June, when it goes to Leo, it's going to be lovely trine. So you're going to have like a support from Jupiter as well, and Uranus and Pluto. I think Saturn and Neptune are going to be your biggest actors this year. So how do you feel for Aries? What would you say?
I think
What's going to be the challenge?
as you have, I mean, like the challenge could be, I mean, like it's like I think the shift, I mean, because when it was in Pisces, I mean, it's like you are thinking about the others, and then to get
Mhm.
the shift and focus back on yourself after that period of time, it will take time. I mean, you need to get used to the idea that you exist. No, it's like
Mm.
it's not it only you exist. I mean, like there are others, okay, but you have to focus on
Mhm.
yourself. I think that challenge comes from there, and I think for some people, of course, it would be the Saturn returns, so that's a period
Mm.
to work really hard
Yeah.
on themselves, on their maybe boundaries, on the structures, and
Mhm.
getting mature in a way.
Mhm.
And depending on the, I mean, like the signs that you have mentioned, I mean, if it's a trine or if it's a square, I mean, there could be conflicting things with the, especially when we are thinking about the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and
Mhm.
and
Cancer,
uh,
Cancer, and
and
Cancers.
Cancer, Cancer. So I mean, I think when we are thinking about all these, we have to take this energy, and depending if it's our
Mhm.
personal planets, like then it could be much work, much effort that has to be put
Yeah.
for in that sense. I mean, like, and but I think we have to think that this is a good time to grow and to work on some of our qualities as well. So we shouldn't take it like, oh, what is Saturn doing to me? There is a reason for
Yeah.
whatever is happening. I mean,
Yeah, I think for Aries, if you have like as you said, personal planets or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I always like to mention all three. This is, as you mentioned, Terry, time for maturity. It's actually to, I feel that it's time for all the Aries to become their own authority, right? So with Saturn there and mastering something, because Aries is so fast, they want to just finish things fast. Now it's time to take it a little bit slower. You need to master things. So don't rush. It's going to be, I think you're going to feel that you cannot maybe be as fast as you would like, because Neptune is there, it's going to dissolve a little bit of this, so it's not going to be as hard as would be for somebody else. It can be structuring your dreams, making them more real. So that's the good thing. And there's a support from Uranus, Pluto, and Jupiter, and then in the second half of the year, so it's not that all gloomy, right? Like we
no,
had
no.
with poor mutables, and we know the mutable energy we were hit by Saturn and Neptune squaring everything. So this is, you have, like, yes, you might feel that you need to take a little bit slower some things, but again, you have beautiful energy of accepting the change, of transforming your life. So it's not that, as you mentioned, it's not that bad, right? It's just on the
Yeah.
first sight to think, oh my God, Saturn is coming, but I think there's a lot of support coming from other stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Also, I mean, we have to think that in when we especially think about Saturn in Aries, I mean, it's of course in the fall, but it's like, that Aries is like wants to
Yeah,
launch
yeah.
to the front, but Saturn is saying that, okay, hold on a second, look,
Hmm.
okay, don't respect my authority, etc.
Yes,
You
yes.
cannot just run anywhere. So I think in that sense, I think there is a kind of a, if we can create that balance wherever is like areas in our
Mm-hmm.
charts, I mean the area of life, etc. I think if we can get that balance, I think it could be a good combination, because Aries at the end of the day wants to take initiative, that step, that courage and everything, that
Yeah, yeah,
assertive.
yeah.
It's good. And Saturn, with the structure of the Saturn and also the kind of a bit limitation of that, and it could be, you can have this nice ceramic, that mold, you can mold into something really nice, I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I think, taking responsibility for our actions is going to be one of the major things as well, not just blame games. So, if you were too fast and you broke a vase, you have to take responsibility. Yes, I did it. Yeah, so I think also our courage is gonna be on the test, right? So, are we courageous enough to be who we are, be our authentic selves, and show ourselves in general, especially for Aries people. Before we pull the cards for Aries, just want to say hi to Argentum. Hi, nice to be here. Oh, and Diana is here. Hi, Diana Vanessa. She says, hi, Jasmine and Terry. I have Aries in my 11th house. So thanks for this. This resonates. I felt the push, pull, and support during our preview of Saturn and Neptune Aries in the spring. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of transformative friendship, but it can be good, right? Maybe you can step up and be a leader within your community, Diana. So that's another, right? Which I know you can because you're a great astrologer as well.
It's
Okay, Terry, you're the first one to pull the Aries card.
okay. Then I just shuffle a bit.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
gonna shuffle
let's
mine as
see.
well. What do we have for Aries? So think
Yeah.
about Aries:
Oh,
courage,
oh, oh,
initiation, assertiveness. Uh huh.
uh-huh.
What are the
And
main
but let's be patient.
and
No, not
patient? Okay,
impatient,
okay,
please.
okay. Yeah, let's be but we all need a little bit of
More.
our a brave Aries within. We have to kind of wake up a little Aries inside of us, all of us
The,
collectively. I think that's
that's
that's the thing. Yeah.
okay. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
it.
Did you choose? Did you choose?
No, I'm
No,
waiting for
I
you.
chose. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Four of Swords.
Ooh,
Four
okay.
of Swords. That's an interesting card. Normally, it's a Libra card. Okay, and because the Four of Swords is the cardinal parts, it's associated with Libra, but the third decan of Libra. Anyway, I don't get into the details. But here you see that I mean, like, because you are going through that, like there is a stage that you sometimes uh, fail in things, or you make a lot of effort, but sometimes you think that you didn't do it enough, or it's like you are not there yet, or you feel sorry just because you couldn't achieve something in the best way possible, etc. But after that, this comes, and it's saying that you are
Mm.
making peace with where you are, in a way, in your mind
Oh,
also. It's a meditation. It's a kind of a meditation, because you are saying that, okay, I can be in peace with what I have done, so I don't beat myself too much with what didn't happen. I
I
mean, I
like
think
that.
I have to appreciate more what I created, what kind of values I have, etc. Because it's at the end of the day, I mean, it's a card like this. So I think we have to think more about it. I mean, like, we shouldn't be beating ourselves up too much. This could have been better.
I
That
like
is
that.
like this. Oh, I'm like this. No, we have to be grateful for what we have, and we have to also celebrate ourselves sometimes for what we have done, instead of what punish ourselves for what we couldn't have done.
I like that, especially with Saturn being in Aries, you're going to feel more, as you mentioned, restricted. So this is like a balance, as you mentioned in the beginning. We need to balance it out. So I think this is what you pulled. Actually, the card is telling us there's a balance between everything. Don't be so hard on yourself. After this, you're gonna get the rewards. I like that. So this is like a balancing this Aries energy with this card. So not so for Aries, I would say not everything is so dramatic and end of the world kind of a thing. So you gave them hope with this. I like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's beautiful.
I pulled a friendship card. I don't know if
Ah,
you can see it.
nice.
Damon and Theseus. It's an Aquarian. Oh, sorry. It's an Aquarian
Okay.
card. So with Pluto in Aquarius, so I think there's a kind of a sense of Pluto in a people, community, and groups helping you go through this through all the hardships or celebrations that you have. Maybe you find some comfort in friends and groups and communities as well. So focus on that, or finding people who are in the same situation as you. Like a support group. And I was thinking how you mentioned. See, I lost my thought, my Gemini brain. Um, yeah, people who have Saturn returns. So, maybe if you are going through a Saturn return or you're going through some other stuff in your life, maybe find people who are going through the same things. And I think you're going to find strength in that.
Yeah.
Literally support groups and stuff. So yes, it's going to be hard for you with Saturn, for some of you, but there is, like you said, there's a hope, a balance on the other side, and there is support of friends coming. So I like that. So don't
Yeah.
be competitive with others, find support, like synergy, work more. 2 + 2 is 5, Aries. I think that would be
Yeah.
right for them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Cool. Okay. Taurus. So for Taurus, Uranus is finally leaving after 7 years, end of May, right? So Uranus is leaving.
Going back to Gemini,
Yeah.
April 26th. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's end of April, beginning of May. So you're gonna feel. So the first 5 or 4 months is still gonna be a little bit of chaos in your life, but then after it's going to be much better. Jupiter is helping you in the beginning of the year, and then it's going to square you. So you're going to have, kind of more challenges with Jupiter in the second half in Leo Taurus, right? It's going to be
Leo.
square.
Okay. Oh, but Taurus, Gemini, it will pass to Gemini. So it
No,
will
no, no.
be
I'm,
at the
I'm
point.
thinking about. I'm
Ah,
saying Uranus is going to
mm,
leave
okay.
Taurus, so they're going to have a better, like a more stable life in the second half of this year,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
more stability.
Exactly.
But then
Exactly.
Jupiter is going to come, and then it's going to maybe over exaggerate some things. It's going to be maybe some things bigger than life. You're going to, with Jupiter, it can be, stuff like that. Pluto is squaring you as well, and Saturn and Neptune are not touching you at all, so that's good. So you have like you're going to have this Pluto Jupiter. This is going to be wild for fixed signs, especially in the summer with Jupiter Pluto opposition. So I think the second half of the year, although I think that they're going to feel a lot more stability. I think the things are not over for Taurus yet. What do you feel?
I think, it's like, yeah, of course. Like, also, when it goes to Gemini, it won't be like I think, end of the sign of Taurus will still continue feeling that it's not, the things don't finish
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
it's like that. But and after that, it goes to, I think Gemini, and as you mentioned, Jupiter goes to Leo at a point. That is the point that there would be a sextile between actually Uranus and Jupiter. So
Mm-hmm,
it's still, you have to make some effort. To, with that change of mindset, and then you want to, in a way, show yourself, I'm creative, I can,
mm-hmm,
grow like this, etc. And all that feelings, we have to work on that part. But it can be still, it's a nice thing that will be forming between them. And I think it will be, after a certain point, yeah, will be trining with the Pluto, or after the Uranus goes into Gemini. But we are talking about Taurus, so I have to
yes,
go back to that, like,
yeah,
focus.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
my brain.
No, it's
But with
okay.
yeah, but it's like, I think, since, we are talking about the, I think, beginning of the sign, and it can be
Yeah.
Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio. They will be continuing, like, for Taurus especially, if you are born in the, you have placement in the first degrees of Taurus, you will still
Mm.
continue feeling that transformation, especially that is coming through the Pluto in certain areas of life. So, it's like, as you say, with the all outer planets, it's always like, there is a, a call for you to do
Mm-hmm.
things. If
Yeah.
you go along with that, the change or transformation or whatever you are going to be going through might be easier. But when the resisting starts, especially Taurus is a
Mm-hmm.
fixed sign,
Yeah.
wouldn't want to go out of the comfort zone, or would like to, like, be in the familiarity, in the same environment, etc. And then Pluto is saying that, like, but we have to change, and then there that starts. And I think, in a way, they may need to be more flexible, even it could be challenging. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that would be very necessary, I think, for
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Taurus.
they went. I think all the Taurian energy for wherever you're, Taurus, they had a lot of changes and disruption in the last 7 years. I think they're gonna feel a relief. But whatever you did in the last 7 years with Uranus and Taurus, I think with this Jupiter Pluto opposition squaring you, like you're gonna be like on the apex of that. So like there's a transformative energy coming up. So whatever you kind of changed, you're going to see the transformation for better or for worse, depending on what you did. So that's kind of what I feel, because it's not going to be easy this summer with that opposition. Um,
Mhm.
um, Also, what is happening major next year is that Chiron is entering Taurus. He's entering Taurus.
Mhm.
I didn't put the dates, but it's next year. I know it's going to be in Taurus, which, Chiron return is coming in a few years. We are at that stage of
Exactly.
our lives.
For me as well. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
woo,
yeah,
50.
yeah. So you're going to have this, opportunity to heal old wounds as well, and start doing it. So every time a planet comes into a sign, it kind of wakes up whatever you have in that sign. That's not going to be activated all the time, but in that ingress, when it changes, it kind of wakes up those planets that you have. So if you have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Taurus, you're going to feel this Chiron this year when it goes into Taurus. So that's another element. So although you feel like, oh my God, Uranus is gone, I think you still have some things to kind of that are challenging you this year that you need to kind of work on. So kind of enjoy this first half with Jupiter, and Saturn. Like I think you're gonna find that because I know kind of Taurian energy is very stable. They're just stuck in one place. They're like, they don't want to change, and they're comfortable, like the comfort zone. It's still not time to get comfortable. That's what I was going to say. You're still going to experience changes in this year before you get really, really comfortable in what you're doing. So I'm sorry I wanted to tell you, but it's not over yet. That's how I feel for Taurus, although, with these changes and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this. So at the end of the day, I mean, life puts us or takes us
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
places that we have to, I mean, like, be comfortable here, but then we learn to be comfortable in another place. I
I
think
like
that
that. I
that's
like
the
that.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. With Taurus, yeah, what I've found out through life, talking to people and stuff, is if you initiate a change, then you take it more easy, right? If the change comes and you're resisting, then it's hard. If you kind of just, okay, I want to change it, just say it. I want to change. I need to change. I want to do different things. Let's see what Terry pulls up for you, Taurus.
I will do what? Because Taurus is always, earth, land,
Yes,
soil,
yes,
etc. And I have
yes.
this botanical inspirations deck
Okay.
with me. That is with the flowers that they have
Okay, let's go. Like
this
my
inspiration.
mushrooms. I'm pulling
Inspiration.
mushrooms. Did you see my mushroom oracle? I'm pulling mushrooms all the time. Anyway, it's so funny.
So I mean, I will be, I think, reading with that for the Taurus and
Okay,
draw a card from here. Let's
okay,
see
because
what
it's
it
earth
comes.
sign. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so it's like it's saying that that's a flower called, maybe I show it, pansy, and it's saying that it's viola auricular, sweet thoughts. Pray you love, remember, and there are pansies that's for thoughts. But I will look at the inspirational message for this, which
So
means
sweet
what?
thoughts. So you need to kind of indulge yourself. Even if you're going through
Yeah.
tough times, maybe you need to indulge yourself and sweet talk yourself into this. I like
It's
that.
saying that you are what you think. Your life
Hmm.
stems from your thoughts. Negative thinking may occasionally enter your mind, but you need not let these thoughts take root. Remember, it's you who decides what fills your mind. Choose healthy, happy thoughts. It's nice.
I
I
like
mean, like,
I
don't
like
don't
that.
pull yourself down. Don't pull
Yes.
yourself down. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to mention as well, because this is important, because Venus is your ruler, okay? And Venus is going to go retrograde, and she's going to go retrograde from October 3rd to November 13th. So in that period, that period of time, you're going to feel that things are maybe going back, or you have to kind of reflecting on you're going to maybe feel stuck more just during the year. So that's something that I want to mention. Look at it, I pulled Chiron. What? You just, you can't make this thing up. So Chiron is also knowledge. Okay, it's a Sagittarian energy. It's about knowing from experience. Okay, and I know you're a hands-on Taurus. You like to do things hands-on, so you have a lot of hands-on experience, and that's much better than learning from books or learning from other people. It's about learning from your own experience. So use that knowledge to move on, right? And Chiron is coming, so there's a great opportunity for you to heal old stuff and move more empowered into the future. So that's what I kind of feel this, but you can make this thing. Yeah. So Chiron. So now I want to know when Chiron goes into Taurus. because
I
I
think I have
didn't.
completed.
I can't. It's maybe somewhere in the summer. I forgot. I didn't put it down, so um, now I'm confused. I
Mm.
don't know where it is. Anyway, I'll let you guys. I'll put it in the comments after. I don't know when it comes to Taurus, Chiron. I didn't put it down, so I don't know. Let me see.
Okay, I will look at it now for you.
Oh, planetary
Because
ingresses. I have everything here. Oh yeah. So he's going to Taurus June
June
19th.
19.
June 19th. Yeah. So that's just before the opposition from Jupiter and Pluto. So I think that summer is up till summer. I think you're going to be okay. I think summer is going to be maybe a little bit harder when you're with the T square and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. In Venus retrograde, the fall. Okie dokie, Taurus, you can do it. I think it's not, it's not that all gloomy. Like Uranus is leaving your sign, so you're gonna feel the stability, all the other challenges, but you're gonna feel much more in tuned um, with everything. That's amazing. Okay, Gemini's, woohoo!
Yay!
Okay, can we get any crazier than we are with Uranus coming into our sign? I don't know, but definitely with Uranus coming into Gemini, it's going to wake you up in a way, the way you think, the way you process information. I think you're going to be so curious. You want to know everything. There's a lot of technology changes. There's a lot of you're probably going to learn how to use new devices just on global thing. But on personal thing, I think Gemini, this is a wake up call. It's like a Uranus opposition when it comes in the middle life crisis. I think that's going to be the feeling. Like it's going to be your nervous system is going to be really highlighted. So you need to calm your nervous system. Take baths, walks, breath techniques in general. Um, Saturn and Neptune in Aries are sextiling you, so there's an opportunity for creation, for putting your thoughts and ideas into something, an action. Pluto is helping you, so transforming your ideas into something. Uh, I think, although Uranus, you never know what you're gonna get. So it can be this way, it can be unpredictable. Gemini's, you are mutables, you mutable sign, you kind of are adaptable, flexible anyway. And every other planet is helping you kind of. So I think it is your time, Gemini. I think it's your time. Mercury retrogrades are going to be in the water signs, so they're not going to be in air signs. So I think or fire. But watch out for retrograde. So Mercury retrograde, first one is February 26th to March 20th. That's going to be in Pisces. Then June 29th to July 23rd in Cancer, and
Yes, sir.
October, yeah, and October 24th to November 13th in Scorpio. So your water houses in your horoscope are going to be more reflective and going back and thinking. Overall, I think it's a great year for Gemini. I think they're having support. It could be just too much. I mean, even Jupiter is going into Leo with a beautiful sextile. I think every planet is helping Geminis to kind of be heard and seen. My only concern with Gemini is if they're scattered. So if you don't focus, nothing's going to come out of it. It's going to be just a scrambled egg. So you need to be really focused and organize yourself. Use the Virgo. Find that Mercury from Virgo qualities of Mercury and organize yourself. But nevertheless, great year ahead. What do you think, Terry?
Yeah, I think for more like all of the mutable signs, we are getting out of the hook in a way, like it's like in that sense. And I think, yeah, that Uranus, as you said, is like a wake up call. I think I remember from one of the books of Howard Sasportas, he's telling that when Uranus transit, it's like an alarm clock, and it's like it's saying that wake up. But if you go like start continue snoozing, then that opportunity passes. I mean, you wake up
I
and then you have to wake up. I mean, like,
love
you understand, I
do
mean,
not
because the
snooze, Gemini. I love this. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna quote you. Don't snooze. The alarm
yeah,
clock.
don't snooze. I mean, because if
I
you if
love
you get late, if you get late for the wake
it.
up call, then the opportunity just goes away. I mean, I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
that sense, Gemini, because I think the thing is that mutable, and then they think very fast, and then they say, "Ah, okay, this is a good idea." No, it's not a good idea. No, I change it, etc.
Good.
I think that has to be like,
Mm.
okay, it's a good idea. Maybe think about it better? Is it a really good idea? But before changing, shifting all the time, it's like you have to make sure that that's not a really good idea. That's not a good opportunity. Really, I have to pass on it, or shouldn't I
Mm.
pass on it? I think that kind of concentration and, like, yeah, as you said, Virgo, waking up to Virgo a bit with the Mercury,
Yeah.
etc., could be really,
Mm.
but it could be a nice mindset change wherever Gemini in your natal chart. I mean, it could be your sun, ascendant, moon, or any place that is in your natal chart where Gemini is. I mean, you will, I think, start seeing things in a different way
Yeah.
that you haven't seen before. I mean, I think that kind of that mental change that would be happening. And yeah, because sometimes it happens that, like, you know it, in you feel it, it's in you, but there would be something that, like, bang on your face, and you said,
Yeah.
okay, now I get it. Now
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Now it's time to shift.
I like that. So it's going to be maybe a year of missed opportunities if you don't get your act together, let's say, because yeah, I like that. That's something I can see myself and just going every hour or taking on too much on yourself and then not finishing anything and not doing anything really. So yeah, it's very good to not take too many things on yourself, or to, yes, I like that, or to think definitely before something is happening. I like that. Yeah, good, good. Thanks, Terry. I'm gonna think about you and snoozing all year. I'm not gonna snooze, I promise. I'm not snoozing this year. I'm not a snoozer. I think if I didn't have Virgo rising, I would be a totally different person. I'm so thankful for my Virgo rising. Trust me, it's my only Earth placement in the chart.
Oh
Beside
my
Chiron, okay,
God.
Chiron. But if I didn't have Virgo, my Gemini would go crazy. So she's taming me a little bit. I like that. Okay, what are you
That's
having? What do you want to pull? Gemini, communication, mind, thoughts, ideas, writing. Let's see.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That you said communication and then a car, because in this one it's you see the do you see?
Ooh, that's a good card. I don't know much tarot, but I know this one is good. Cups are good, no?
Cups are good, and also I
Okay.
think it's 10 of cups, and the number 10 is generally, it's like endings and beginnings in a way, because you
Okay.
are closing one era and then starting an era. But I think when we are thinking about cups, we are thinking about more um that that we are, I mean, tapping into our, I think, inner voice also a bit more. And for Gemini, I think that they use their, I think, mind much more. I think it's like saying that, okay, you maybe try to combine with your inner voice and outer voice, much
Hmm.
balance it, and like
Okay.
I think it in that sense. And also this is interesting because this is from the uh, this is the, I will say the name, but I forgot it completely. It went out of my mind.
Mind.
Anyway,
Okay.
this kind of position, it's like you see that they are, everything is combined to each other. It's also networking. You
Oh, I
understand?
like that.
Being part of a community, being part of some groups, etc., and networking. I mean, it's like, in a way, as you are giving to the, I mean, like a community that you are part of, you are taking things from them, and it's kind of an exchange. But it's
Okay.
a mutual exchange where
Mm-hmm.
you also have your feelings and emotions are included in a way. And it's, I think, when you think about the community and everything, I mean, Uranus, Pluto in Aquarius, etc.,
Yes, I
all
like that. Mm-hmm.
that kind of thing. I think this is a very good energy. And, like, please balance your inner voice with your outer voice, and try
Mm.
to blend them together.
I like that. Yeah, and don't be selfish, Gemini. Some said Geminis can be selfish, and so it's very important that you, whatever you do, there's a contribution to community and groups and humanity in general, environment. Not just, don't think about just yourself, and share your ideas. Don't be, selfish in that sense, right? You wouldn't believe it, but
Yeah,
I pulled
yeah, that's
curiosity.
tetracytus. That's the from Pythagoras. I mean, like that's
Oh,
the
okay, okay, that's what
that
it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I pulled curiosity. Ariadne. Ariadne. So Ariadne, you know the story of Ariadne. So she was smart, right? So you're using your smarts, right? And she helped. Was it Minos through? No, Minos was the Minotaur. No, he. What was the name of the guy? The Minos. Anyway, she helped him to go through the maze to fight the Minotaur, right? So she told him to get a thread to not the thread at the beginning of the maze, and then so he will know how to return back after he kills him. So she was the smart one, right? She was Ariadne. I think that's what she was. Yeah. I think what was his name? The guy who killed Minotaur. Was he Minor? I don't know. I don't know the name of these
It's
things.
not the 12 labors, no? It's not
No, no,
like,
no, no. It's the
no,
guy
no,
who
no.
went to the maze to kill the Minotaur, the big monster. And nobody was able to come because he was living in a maze and everybody would die in a maze. But then Ariadne came, he met Ariadne, and she said, if you want, because
Hmm.
nobody could come back from the maze. So they died. So she told him, you put the thread around your waist and in the beginning of the maze. And then you will know how to find your way back just following the thread. So she was smart.
Wow, okay.
So curiosity as well. So use your smart, use your like strategic thinking. Think about. So this tells me think about the end result. Don't rush before you find how you're going to get out of the problem. So don't don't rush into the with your curiosity to the situations if you don't know the answer how to get out of it. So that's another one
Yeah.
good for Gemini. So you have lots of possibilities, lots of opportunities. Don't rush, don't waste, and anyway, let's go. Cancers. We are never going to be finished. How much we can talk. Anyway, okay. Cancers. Okay, so what's happening? Cancers quickly. Jupiter is leaving your sign in June, so enjoy this first half of the month. Um, I think as you mentioned at the beginning, all the cardinal signs will have this year of challenges a little bit because Saturn and Neptune are going to square, especially those who were born at the beginning of Cancer. Mercury is going to go retrograde in your sign during the summer, as we mentioned, 29th June to 23rd of July, so that you're going to have some nostalgic, retrospective, maybe more emotional family situations coming up. Pluto is not touching you. Um, Uranus in Gemini is not touching you. So you have Neptune and Saturn squares, and this Mercury retrograde, the only thing for Cancer. So um, it can be a little bit challenging, but I think you're gonna make it because you had this Jupiter with you this whole year, so you might feel more enthusiastic and more lucky anyway. So, what do you think about Cancers this year?
I think I'm thinking that if I may, that when the lunar nodes shift,
Mm,
they will start, I think, because it will go to Leo and Aquarius. I'm
yes.
thinking if they will be in any touch Aquarius
No, it's in
one. No,
conjunct.
they
It's in
won't.
conjunct.
In
No,
conjunct,
no.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
yeah, it won't do anything. Okay, they are going
Excuse
off there
me.
anyway.
Yeah.
Then when we come to Leo and Aquarius, we can say that. Okay, for Cancer, I think, yeah, that as you said, I mean, it's like Saturn and Neptune. I think because Cancer is like, nurturing, caring, etc., and also it's like your tribe, it's your family, it's your history, etc., and there is like a sense of all this all together in the Cancer. And then Saturn and Neptune comes, and with the Aries it's like
Yeah.
I and the tribe, I and the family, and
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's a conflict. I mean, what do I do? I mean, like, do I put my, I mean, like, everything aside? What do I care about? What I mean, like, value the most because of my dreams, because, well, what I would like to
Hmm.
achieve. I think that kind of a, I think, dilemma that there could be happening for the, especially with the personal planets in Cancer. I think that would be the main dilemma for them.
Yeah, I know that because we had Saturn and Neptune. I know squaring Virgo, you and Gemini, me. I know for the last couple of years there was a lot of responsibilities, a lot of work to do, like lots of hard work. So that's all the things that cancers can expect in the next couple of years. Also feeling more tired, more fatigue. So watch your health with Neptune squaring, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So just in general, take time to do things, take it slowly, don't rush. Um, and yes, it's gonna pass. It's gonna be some 2 3 years of maybe some more responsibility and more hard work, and but just balance it out. So think about your health as well, because cancers are very sensitive as well with their health, right? So every moon change, every eclipse is always more affecting you. And I know we have eclipses next year. First one, February 17, is going to be solar eclipse, and the other one on August 12th. So those days can be harder. And lunar eclipse in March 3rd, especially the lunar ones with cancers, and August 28th. So those can be a little bit, more just because they're eclipses and you're cancers. So you feel them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Anything else, or we can pull a card?
I think we can pull the card. I will then exchange the things, not to be fair, me and being fair. Like I will do one deck for one and one deck for the other one. Then I
Okay.
do it like
Okay.
that to be
Okay.
fair.
Okay. I mean, the first half of, yeah, I think beginning of the year is nice for your cancers in any way. So enjoy the winter.
Okay, Coreopsis. What does this
Hmm.
say? That's interesting. This is what I
Oh,
chose.
oh, the flower. Okay, which flower is it?
Yeah, it's saying Coreopsis.
Is it
Uh,
sunflower?
pig seed. I don't know. Always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. Okay,
Oh,
that's interesting.
I love
Uh,
that because they can be very moody cancerians. They can draw, they can be very, so you need to practice joy. I like that.
So it's like it's by Ralph Waldo Emerson,
Hmm.
that the quote is, and meaning, okay, you have learned to weather the cycles of life, for moon and the cycles.
I love
After
it.
after dark periods, the sun always returns and your spirit is renewed. If you look, you will find a reason to celebrate each day with an attitude of joy de vivre. So yeah, we have to enjoy whatever
Yeah, I
life
think you're gonna
brings
be.
us.
Yeah, I think you're gonna feel the sense of responsibility, and then you're gonna be struggling with that, and then you just you need to experience joy more. I like that. I pulled Daedalus focus. It's a Virgo energy.
Mm. Mhm.
um, he was very dedicated and focused on what he was doing. So I think that's the also solution. Be focused. Because sometimes you can go and you can reminisce the past, and then you just go stay there and you start blaming games and passive aggressive, or can we just go focus on the present, focus on what you need to do, and just move on. And a little bit of joy each day. Don't get distracted with the past, because Cancerians, they can really um, so be more Virgo like, right? So that's how you just do your work, be of service. You kind of already know how to do it. Caring, but take care of yourselves. That's another one that it's important, right? With having some joy. Okay, I'm not. It's not going to be the easiest year, but it's not going to be the hardest either, right? Because um, you know you can do so much. Like you're a cardinal sign. You have this initiation. You have the ability to start and to do things. You're active, right? So good job. Leos, tell me.
Leo, Leo,
Leos, Jupiter is
Leo.
coming. Jupiter is
Mhm.
coming. Woohoo! You're Leo rising, right? So it's gonna be good for you as
Yeah,
well.
I'm Leo rising and I have Jupiter in Leo as well. So I will have a Jupiter third.
Yes. Oh yeah. You're just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, you're a little bit younger than me. So I had my Jupiter here last year.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I have 3 months. I think we have it between each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
like that time I was already in Leo. So I think Leo. I mean, it's we are thinking about Leo as we said. I mean that Uranus will come with a sextile Uranus in
Yes.
Gemini. So
Mhm.
it's like yeah, that as I said. I mean, it could be a bit of work. I mean, like that getting adapted to that mindset and continued with your creativity and authenticity and then shining and etc. and all that
Mhm.
stuff. but I think it could be nice because I mean sometimes
Very nice.
we need that
Very nice.
change, etc. Because we cannot go continue in the same way. It's the same for Leo. Leo
Hmm.
is a fixed sign. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like ruled by sun and everything, but it's a fixed sign. So we that could be a good shift for the I think fixed signs at the end of the day, and for Leo as well, because we cannot create always in the same manner, or we
Hmm.
cannot do things in the same manner all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for consistency, but at a point it might become I try to find a nice word that is not uh, but it might become, I won't say boring or something, but it become repetitive. It can
Hmm.
become repetitive. So to be getting out of that vicious circle in a way, I think that Uranus in Gemini, that change of
Yeah, it's good.
mindset energy would be really nice for
Even
Jupiter.
yeah,
I mean, for
for
Leos. I mean,
Leos,
in
yeah.
general.
I mean,
Yeah,
Saturn and Neptune are trining. Jupiter is coming
yeah.
to Leo. Gemini is sextiling. So there's a lot of great energy coming. There's no Mercury retrogrades or anything in
Pluto.
water like
Only,
yes,
only
only
Pluto.
Pluto. So this is the only thing of transformation of your egos and your pride. So you just have to watch out for that. Everything else, you have a lot of possibility to express your creativity in such a beautiful, new, innovative ways. Just helping others. There's like a new. I think there's like a new spark and motivation in it. Trying with Saturn gives discipline, right? Trying, it gives you discipline, gives you self confidence, right? So yeah, Terry, I'm going to see what's
I
going
think.
to happen with you. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait.
I mean, with the Pluto, I think it's I think the balance. I mean, because
Yeah,
Leo is more individual sign. I mean,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Pluto in Aquarius is more about the community and society. So I think to get that balance, I mean, it's
Hmm.
like not. I mean, when you are creating things, I mean, it shouldn't be only for your own purposes. It
That's
should be
right.
for everyone. I think that balance is important in that sense. I mean, when we think about that opposition between the, I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
with the Pluto, I think that's
yeah.
the most important thing.
Yeah, so Jupiter is coming into, I mean, Jupiter is coming to Leo on June 30th. I don't know if you mentioned the date. So it's going to be June 30th. So definitely
Mhm.
next second half of the year, you're getting some extra points. Overall, yes. I think it's going to be lovely for Leos. I think it's a burst of energy. We're going to have a lot of creative. You're going to see a lot of even in a celebrity world, we're going to see a lot of things, a lot of movies, a lot of things are going to happen. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's funny the cards that I pull. So what do we have for Leo?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to draw from this. I will.
remember, Leos, you are
Hmm.
ruled by the sun. So each season, you kind of have an opportunity to put a new face on. In theater. So you kind
Yeah,
of have,
exactly.
right. So each season gives you a
New
new
makeup.
yes, a new opportunity to perform and showcase yourself in a new, different way. So always look about. Yes, solar eclipses are going to be also very important for you. So the February 17th, especially in Aquarius, which is opposing your sign, so it's going to be major. And the other one is going to be in Leo. That's going to be major on August 12th. As Terry mentioned before, because of the lunar nodes are changing. So you can say that something about that as well, because I think it's going to be huge. Solar eclipse is going to be huge for Leos this year.
Yeah.
Important dates. These nodes are changing. So the south node is going to be in Leo, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So that means
exactly.
you will need to let go a bunch of stuff, Leos. Letting go a bunch of stuff. As I said, did you pull the
That's
sun?
moon.
The
The
moon.
moon card. No, the moon card.
Ooh, the moon card.
Yeah, it's
See?
I think that's very interesting because there is this here reason, will, appetite, everything is together here. I think it's in a way, I mean, that you are trying to, that process that, you are in that uh, more silent dark mode, but you have to find a way, I mean, to look what to let go and what to stay together, and then I think contemplate a bit moon. I think it's a way to do that. I mean, like, also I think it's like reflecting on our, I think, feelings a
Yeah.
bit more than normal. And I think because after this, the light will come, and so that I think that the dark, it's not always like dark dark, but I always think that it's the time that I think sometimes we can think. I mean, like, I don't know, I think better at the night time, because maybe I'm a night chart as well. But it's a period that there is that, I don't know,
Silence,
silence
stillness,
and
stillness. Yeah.
stillness and
Yeah.
everything. And I think after that, thinking that also there is always sun that comes after the I mean the dark, and there is always, I mean, like, again, sun comes after the rain. So I think we have to think about that. I think also tapping into our feelings more. And I think maybe also when we are thinking of moon, it's like also I think following that cycle much better,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
The
I mean,
for
the nodes are changing, so maybe that's why the moon is going to be important, because the lunar nodes are changing into Leo and Aquarius. So there's a south node in
yeah.
Leo coming up. So when are the nodes? July 26th. So you're going to have this Jupiter coming just the month before in Leo, and then the south node is coming.
Hmm.
So there's going to be an interesting emphasis of letting go of stuff that no longer serve you, and
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I like that, and reflecting on things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, so I mean, it's in a way to get prepared for the
Yes,
next stage.
yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
pulled
important.
I pulled humor. Numa. Numa is the hero of the year. Humor, Gemini energy, which I was thinking with Gemini sextiling and Jupiter coming in your side in your sign, you're gonna have a lot of performance from Leos this year. It's gonna so humor can be answered through if you go through stuff, or just I think how Gemini, Uranus in Gemini can bring different types of humor. I think with Leo's creativity and Gemini mind, I think we go maybe there's an opportunity for you to be creative through humor and laughter, and through maybe some other types of expressions. Verbally, making jokes, tricks and jokes and stuff like that. So I'm always thinking about Leo. So find humor this year in what you do, and I think Uranus and Gemini is going to help you definitely to be more creative. Uh, I'm curious if you're going to see more stand-up comedians coming to the surface,
Yeah, that I was thinking when you were saying
right?
like humor performance. It's like,
Yeah.
and I was like thinking that despite of the AI and everything, that
Yes.
everything getting too technological, maybe there would be more people like coming to the stage still,
Yeah. I don't think
despite
AI
of
is
everything.
funny. Do you think
No,
AI can make a joke?
no, no,
So
no.
we as people are the ones who understand humor. Not even animals have humor. It's something very no, animals don't have, so it's very something very human like to have jokes and to laugh about
Yeah,
ourselves and our lives and every day. So I hope that humor comes back, because I think I miss humor. I know everything needs to be politically correct. I understand we are not allowed to be disrespectful, but we are missing the humor, right? I think we are missing it every day. Like there's no
yeah,
more.
no,
Where are those comedies from the 90s? those,
yeah,
those
exactly.
they would not exist today. They were so bad. But anyway, ability to laugh about ourselves and who we are. It's really something that makes us human. So I think this is a great reminder. And AI cannot make jokes. I like that.
No,
Okay,
no.
Virgo, because you are a Virgo, I will let you have this. Jupiter.
We're
Uranus is going to square you, right? So there's a square from Uranus. Uh,
yay!
you just finished with Saturn and Neptune. Like, no, not another square. Leave me alone, right?
Like,
Ah! Okay. So what
you,
else? But that's
you're
it.
an, you're I
But
think, I
that's
mean, like,
it.
for Virgo, I think it could be, I mean, like, also the nodes will go, etc. I think for Virgo
Yes,
it's good, I mean, like, because
it's
Virgo
good.
is like very very structured. The lame person actually is Virgo. Since I'm a Virgo, I can say that it's like something low, routine. And but you need that, like, yeah, the something that has to shake you. I think that would be the Uranus in
Ooh,
Gemini.
I
That
like
will,
that.
who will I like this? I mean, like, it's like, because it's like, yeah, of course there is lots of details, and then like practicality and everything that is going on, but it's like always in a certain way of rules,
So so
etc.
so Terry, you're not supposed to snooze either. So you're not gonna put snooze. Ah, no snooze for you too.
Like this, I mean, so it's like,
Yes.
I think that I think we may need that. I mean, for example, in my case, I mean, Uranus will be going through in Gemini in my 10th house. I think then I
Oh
think that
yeah.
that if there are things that you have to change in the way that you think in a certain area of life, I mean, that would be with the Uranus, and it could be against your what you know. I mean, who you are. I mean, in
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
sense, if you,
No,
or
but
it
I'm think
could be.
I know, but I'm thinking about Virgo this year. Nothing is really doing anything. Pluto is not touching. Neptune is not touching. Saturn is not touching. Jupiter is not touching. It's only Uranus. So the only focus is on Uranus. So that
If you
means
have
that,
only Virgo,
well, yeah, but Virgos, you kind of, you have everything in order. Maybe it's time to revolutionize your organization styles, or or the way you do things. Maybe you want to
or chaos.
implement. No, maybe you just want to implement something innovative in your routine. It's not doesn't have to be, I mean, I would just worry for your nervous system, just like for Gemini's, because Virgo's anxiety, and with this Uranus, it could just, you could be overly. If you don't get your ducks in order, you can be overly anxious, overly, right? Because you're anxious, and Uranus is just gonna, put you. So that's my only concern.
Naturally, we are anxious. We are all the
But
time doubting what is going on.
no, but even Mercury, the ruler, is gonna, when it's retrograde, it's gonna be retrograde in water signs, which are kind of sextile to you. So it's gonna be a softer approach of this Mercury. It's not like for Gemini. So I think, to be honest.
Only the eclipses will come, will continue like
Oh
like
yes,
this. I mean,
yes. The lunar,
like
the
this.
lunar, the lunar eclipses. Yes, that's gonna
Yes,
be major.
exactly. Uh,
March
March
3rd
3rd.
and August 28th. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that could be,
Okay.
and also that's interesting thing. I think one interesting thing with those lunar eclipses, because I checked with the Metonic cycle, and 19 years ago they had lunar eclipses in those dates. So I think we can think about, like, pew, like
Oh,
in 2007, if there were like major this endings and that kind of things that
yes.
were happening in your life, Virgo and other mutable signs, like, I would think more like Virgo and Pisces axis, but we can always add the Gemini and Sagittarius.
I hope
I
it won't
think you
happen.
can,
2007 wasn't the best year of my life. It was actually the worst, one of the worst years of my life. So I hope it
but
doesn't.
it won't reflect, but we
Yeah.
can expect that, like, that could be
Hmm.
major changes in that
Changes. Yeah.
sense. I mean, yeah, changes in that sense. I think in that sense, I think that the eclipse could be important, and also, as
Hmm.
we mentioned, Uranus in Gemini for the Virgo.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
it. I mean, Virgo is actually, it's one of the signs next year that it's not going to be hit. It's the least hit sign. Just this. Okay, this Uranus a little bit, but overall, I think it's going to be. I think Virgo is going to be also a sense of a relief after this Saturn Neptune, like, and it's going to be,
It's
yeah,
like they will do. I mean,
yeah,
like, for me, I have Pisces, Virgo. It's like
yeah. I
it is
know.
enough,
Yeah,
enough.
I have mutable angles. 28, almost 29. So Saturn and Neptune were literally hanging and touching all my angles. Very personal last year. Very lots of changes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. What do we
Notes,
have for
notes.
Virgo?
Poof. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Schluck. Tulip. That's
Tulip.
nice. That's tulip. Yes, tulip. I will show the tulip. It's
Oh, I
interesting that
love
I lived. I
tulips.
I, I lived 3 years in the Netherlands. Though I come from also Turkey, which was given to the Dutch actually as a gift by the
Oh,
Ottomans, if you think that, and they made it
oh
world
my God.
thing. So tulip is saying friendship and gratitude. Let us be
Oh,
grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Marcel Proust. said that like this. Let's not
Mm.
be sulky, dear.
Virgos, don't be
Like
sulky. Don't be
uh,
critical. Be grateful. Don't
don't
be
be critical.
critical.
Don't tell the truth too much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, be use subtlety.
So it's
Yeah.
saying they share your burdens with friends and they become lighter. When you share your joys, they multiply and spread. Be grateful for true friends who are there for both the laughter
Uh,
and the tears. That's it.
I
That's
like
for
that.
the yeah, it's
I
nice.
think the
Nice.
Virgo needs more of those because you can get really in head. Virgos are usually loners. They do things by themselves. They think that they
Yeah.
know how to do
Yeah.
it right now,
Mhm.
everything the best, so they can do everything. Leave me alone. I'll do it myself. So having you can learn maybe with this Uranus. It's going to shake you up and to understand that you don't have to do everything by yourself. There's others you can help with for others and everything. I like that. I think it's very important for Virgo to understand that, and to loosen up a little bit. Don't be so,
We don't have to carry everything no on our
yes,
shoulders.
I pulled Icarus.
Oh,
See? Hubris.
Icarus.
So it's a Sagittarius energy. So I was thinking, because he also wanted to do everything by himself, so he burned his wings. So that's my concern with Virgos this year, that you because of this Uranus you're gonna feel so kind of nervous, literally nervous, that you may burn yourself. So uh, because I think Uranus is going to speed up Virgos. Virgos usually take time to organize, and do. Uranus and Gemini is going to speed it up. It's going to, like, you won't have time to organize, and then you're going to make mistakes. So that's maybe what I feel here. So also slow down a little bit, or think before something. I don't know. What do you think this hubris means? I'm so confused. Icarus. Hmm. Oh, he didn't listen to other people's advice, because what Virgo don't do usually. So maybe it's time to listen to some. I know there's only few people wiser than you Virgos. I get it. I know, but maybe some.
I
Maybe
told you so. That's the thing. I told you to. I already knew it. Maybe we don't know everything. That's the
Yeah,
mindset that we have to
yeah,
change.
yeah. I think maybe this is what Uranus will bring. This unexpected situations. If you're not maybe take help from other people, you're gonna burn out or something. This is also burnout kind of a card.
It's like
So we'll
I mean,
see.
don't spend your energy, extra energy on things,
Yes.
and find a way to the
Yeah.
support and share the burden, etc. You cannot carry all the weight on your shoulders.
Yes, I like
Dear
that.
Virgo.
Ah, you Virgo. And me Virgo too, Virgo rising. Okay. We're never gonna okay, we are halfway there, so another hour is, so I told you we're gonna spend 2 hours today together, because this is how, two people talking. Anyway, mercurial people talking. Okay, so we are halfway there, guys. We don't have a sponsor to say, oh no, we're halfway, there's a sponsor. We don't have that. I'm kidding. I just feel that we need to have more jokes during Sag season. So next
Yeah.
are Libras. Libras, just like every cardinal sign, as Terry mentioned, you're also going to be squared by Saturn and Neptune.
Mhm.
There's a help from Uranus, so some adventure is coming your way. Don't forget, the only thing that's going to be very, very important for Libras is Venus retrograde in the sign of Libra and Scorpio. So Venus is going to be retrograde from October 3rd, starting 8 degrees of Scorpio, and then from to 22 of Libra until November 13. So it's going to be a very important time that you're going to feel, it's going to be a good time to kind of reflect and go back and rethink things, but you might feel you're in the shadow more during that period, and you like to kind of be on the stage as well a little bit with Leo, I think, Libra. So Pluto is helping you, Uranus is helping you, Jupiter is also helping you when it comes into Leo. It's going to sextile. So the only kind of things similar with Cancer, but I think you're in a better position than Cancer because you have all the support from Pluto, Uranus. So Libra, you have all this support. So I think just some hard work and discipline, and being just patient until things pass with this Saturn. Because it's opposite, it's going to be mostly reflected through your relationships, and I think you're going to see a lot of breakups or breakthroughs this year with Libras in Libra's lives. This is my thought, especially with Venus retrograde in your sign. maybe you're gonna need to let go of some people. What do you think for Libras?
I mean, I think the main thing, especially, I mean, as you said, yeah, those supports, but with the Saturn and Neptune, I mean, because Libra is known, yeah, to that compromise thing, or that diplomacy, and
Hmm.
then, oh, let's keep the,
Hmm.
I mean, the things calm,
Status quo. Yeah,
etc.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think they, Saturn and Neptune, may make them to work on their mirror side more. It's like, because like, yeah, it's like this, but Saturn and Neptune may tell them that, okay, you are good, you try to accommodate everyone, but what about yourself? No. Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, like, so that kind of, I think that too much compromising, or like, like, peace, etc., harmony, blah blah, this, but what about you? So I think
Hi,
that's kind
Emily.
of, I think.
Sorry. Hi,
Hi.
Emily. She says she's hi. It's nice to see you. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Just want to say hi.
Yeah, so I think that kind of
Hmm.
opposition is like, make them to find that balance midway, I mean, between the others and themselves.
Hmm.
I mean, I think they, in that sense, I think that they try to restructure themselves, and I think that when they are, when it comes to the ideals and all those dreams, etc., they have to find a way to put themselves in that dream as the uh,
Mm.
uh, I mean, leading actor or actress or whatever, I mean, it's
I
not
like
like
that.
all the time supporting role.
Yeah. I
In
mean,
a way.
with the Neptune opposition, especially you who were born at the beginning, there can be a lot of just confusion. And, I have Sun Neptune opposition in my natal chart. So it could be really like this savior, thing. So you think you want to, I think you will have a strong need to save the situation, to save the relationship, to save the friendships, the partnerships. But I think those that, I, especially when your Libra season coming with the Venus in retrograde, I think you will have to rethink: do you really want to keep those people? Are they bringing you joy? Are you happy? So I think there's going to be a lot of thinking about it, but it's going to be that push and pull feeling, uh, uh, you know, uh, this year for you Libras to rethink. It's a good thing because you can clear the deck and make space for the people you really want in your life, right? But I think a lot of things won't be clear. So I would avoid, if you can, some major decisions. I don't know. What do you say? Okay, what card do you have? Because I pulled something. It's actually, I was doing the cards and it just came out, and I thought it was so funny. And I'm having a moment
Okay,
today with the cards.
what was it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Queen of Pentacles. And
Ooh, that's good. Isn't that good?
I think it's good. I mean, it gives you, I think, talking about more stability, and then, yeah, you own
See?
the place that you have, and I think it's like, I'm here, no, the queen. I'm the queen. As I said, I mean, like, you stop being the supporting role. You have
Ah,
to put. I mean, like, it's like, and I think it's like, since it's Pentacles. I mean, it could be. I mean, of course, financial stability or anything that is
yeah,
like
yeah.
tangible, etc., could give you more, I mean, I think, confidence, etc., to say that I'm also here. I mean, in a way, it gives
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
thing.
I mean,
And
like independent, like financial independency, maybe coming through as well.
yeah,
Hmm.
it could be that. And also, I think it's like, in general, I think when we think about the queen, and in earth, I mean, at the end of the day, pentacles, it's like more like, um
It's
you are,
tangible.
yeah, you are making your place, wherever your place is, you are making it more solid, in a way,
Hmm.
and you
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
saying
yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm here, I'm the authority,
And I'm here
I
to
have the
stay. And
power.
I'm here to stay. Like it's staying. I'm
Yes,
here to stay.
exactly.
Right.
I mean, I think that is something that maybe the Libra should, I mean, like, more tell
This,
themselves
yes.
that, like, yes, I could be the queen as well. I mean, like,
Th- This
I'm the queen.
this reminds me of Game of Thrones. I don't know if you watched when the dragon
Mm.
lady, the dragon queen comes. I don't know. You had to watch that, and she was the whole story. She's behind. She's trying to get her place on the throne again, and yeah. So that's this. I think this is, if you guys watch Game of Thrones, I think this is the time for the dragon queen. You are the dragon queen, and you kind of are reclaiming your throne again. I like that. Of course, I pulled indecision. You can't make this up for Libra. I was just, it just
That's
popped
true.
out. I know. So it's Paris. You know who Paris is? All the Trojan War story and story of Helena. So, and he wasn't, because of all this. So because of indecision, war came up. So you have to be very decisive. I think that's the point of this. Although this is a Gemini energy, Gemini because it's very dual. You want to be yourself, or you want to be good with others. This is the year you have to kind of make a choice. You need to make a decision because indecisions at the end are causing wars and more battle, and you're just doing opposite of what you want. Like Libras wants peace and harmony, but they are avoiding the decision making. So this year, I think is going to be very important. I think Saturn opposing is going to make you make your own decisions and say what it is, because you have to say, don't you won't be able to hide yourself behind partners or friendships or partnerships. You will have to kind of say it. I think that's the story of Saturn on the other side. I think Teri is on a positive side today. I don't know why. I'm trying to give everybody a lesson for some reason. I'm sorry. I usually I'm not like that, but anyway. So there's beautiful things, Libras, for you coming. I just feel that you have to be more decisive and make sometimes we have to make tough decisions in our lives, and it is what it is. Yeah. Okay, lovely. Who's next? Scorpios. Ooh, okay, this is lots of things. So I think fixed signs are getting hammered a little bit again. Yes, Uranus is leaving Taurus, but we have Pluto squaring, we have Jupiter square, we're gonna have the nodes squaring as well, right? So a lot of things are happening, changing your lives, major changes beginning, and Venus is going to go also retrograde a little bit of in Scorpio as well. So watch your finances, and in October. Mercury is retrograde in Scorpio October. So we have Venus and Mercury retrograde at the same time in Scorpio in October. So that's going to be the hard month for you. I feel it's going to be a lot of pulling things back. That's what I think is for
Eclipses
Scorpios.
also
What do you say?
again. Eclipses also
Yeah,
will come
yeah,
again,
yeah, yeah.
especially the last 10 degrees of the Scorpio. If you think about more like about the square, etc., they would be more like making that T
Mm-hmm.
square with
Yeah.
though this is solar eclipse, it won't be the T
It's
square,
in
but it will be
Aquarius.
in Aquarius, and one is in Leo, the other is in Aquarius. So
Yeah, yeah.
they have to be, I mean, like mindful about that. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's like it's
I
yeah.
think, I think, and second half of the year is going to be more challenging than the first. I think you're going to be all good, and then I think summertime, especially with the peak in October that you're going to have. There's an eclipse before, right? The eclipse is in
Yeah,
August. Yeah,
February
in
17, there is
August.
one
Yeah,
eclipse,
yeah.
and August.
Yeah, so I think in July it starts a little bit too heavy on you. So until July, first half, I think you're still good. Second half, you're gonna have a lot of, some things may happen with eclipses. There's always major endings and beginnings. So think about, what is happening with Venus. It can be also about relationships. It can be about finances. So October, just watch out for that. Jupiter square. I mean, Jupiter squares can be good or bad. Depends on what you do with it. Which house is it? How is Jupiter placed in your? You have guests. Okay,
Yeah,
we have
that my husband is like yes,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
They
45 more minutes. Okay, let's. So yeah, what do you feel about Scorpios? And let's pull the cards.
let's pull the card.
Yeah, tell him 45 minutes more until 2. I mean, 8. What is it?
7 o'clock.
7. Yeah, I told you it's gonna be 2 hours for us. I told you because I know that it's a lot of signs, a
Yeah.
lot of things that we want to go through. I mean, we're just giving you a glimpse, guys. Tune in for more details over the year for the
So
lunations.
yeah, so we have this
Roll.
anemone, okay, which is the windflower. And it's anticipation. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be
Ooh,
launched into something big. It's saying by A.B.
anticipation.
Shepherd. A.B. Shepherd. So let's see what it means. And let's see. So when others begin to lose hope, you sense bright possibilities on the horizon. Like the daughter of the wind, you eagerly anticipate the changes and the challenges of each new dawn. I think it's very interesting with the solar
An-
eclipses. No, it's like that because something very
Anticipation.
like no anticipation. It's
You know
interesting.
what? Yeah, Scorpios are have a strength in them that they can deal with the dark side, with the tough side, more easily than other signs. So whatever happens, kind of you have that power within you to deal with it. It's not easy, but you have some kind of like a secret power. Like a secret power weapon that you can deal with the hard things as well. I pulled Sisyphus burden. Oh no, I'm such a gloomer today. I don't know. But I'm thinking, maybe this is a reminder not to repeat the same mistakes from the past. Because Sisyphus
Yeah.
was doing the same thing every day, he was doing the job that wasn't possible. So maybe you need to let go of those mission impossibles that you've tried to focus on, right?
Yeah,
And let it
which
go.
the Scorpio is a fixed sign as well. So I mean, like that. I think that that's the thing with that. I mean, as well.
Yeah, this is a Capricorn energy, so you have the you have Scorpios and Capricorns are politicians and people who can focus on reputation and achievements and stuff. As you want to, if you pursue achieving something that and you won't have the result, let it go. I think the eclipses and everything, I think that's the point of it. So
Yeah.
don't have a burden that you let go of the burdens you really don't have to do, of
No.
of
No.
the jobs that you cannot finish, of the things. I think that's the message here, right? Because you sometimes feel that way. Okay, okay. Let's go
So
to now something more joyful. Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
They're going to be shook up with
Sagittarius.
Uranus.
Yeah, Sagittarius. Yeah, that yeah, Uranus would be just
Opposing it.
opposing it. Yeah, that would be the thing. I mean, I think it's like the thing is that Sagittarius does have a more like philosophical way, and that there's not. I mean, I don't want to say that they are not rational, but Gemini is more rational. I mean, that it goes with this, but the Sagittarius just goes. I mean, like
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
a way. I mean, I like it's the journey. I
Yes.
enjoy the journey. Let's do some adventures, etc. I mean,
Which
so in that sense,
which can be exciting, right? Uranus opposing, which means it could bring some new adventures and excitement in your life, Sagittarius. So I think if from all the people in the zodiac, you are the most one to embrace it with excitement more than anybody else and enthusiasm. This Uranus Uranian energy that is shaking up. Pluto is helping you. You have a trine from Saturn and Neptune. You're gonna have a trine from Jupiter. From I think you're gonna love it. I think they're Sagittarius, you're gonna really really love it. And I think you're gonna be surrounded with more motivation and inspiration and spirit, and you're gonna be just go for it. It's like who dares wins. I think that's gonna be the motivation for Sagittarius this
yeah,
year, right? Like we have no Jupiter is coming to Leo. It's like the royal sign, the sign of royalty and of being rich and whatever. Maybe some of Sagittarians can have some money gains as well. Anyway, interesting. I think it's a good year for Sagittarius, especially from the summertime onwards, the second half.
yeah.
Uh,
When
there's no
yeah,
eclipses
sunset.
are not touching. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The lunar eclipses are touching them, right? So the March and August one, because it's in Pisces and Virgo, so it's squaring. So
Yeah,
maybe there's some things happening with the lunar. That's the only thing I would watch out for. Everything else looks beautiful. Um,
yeah.
yeah, nothing. Sedge, come on, this is your year. Terry, what do you have for them?
That's the Nine of Cups, and we are seeing
More
this.
cups.
Yeah, more cups. Yes. Normal. This is, I mean, thought to be. I mean, like it's the actually Sagittarius card, by the way. Yeah, it's the
Come on, you
second.
can't make these things up, guys.
Yeah, second decan of thing. But I think it
Oh.
gives. I think in a way. I mean, you see the goat at the top of the things, so it's like, I mean, you are getting over the things, etc. And I think it's a sense of like you are achieving, and at the end of the day, I mean, you are also, I think, like you just leave the hard work behind in a way,
Yeah,
you know.
oh yeah, so I'm thinking, uh I'm thinking this is going to be like a reward after a hard work, like accomplishment, achievement, getting recognition, and fruitations from the hard work. Oh,
Yeah.
Diana is laughing. Why are you calling Virgo out like that? Because Teri's a Virgo and I'm Virgo rising, so we are just making fun of Virgos. Don't worry. I know Diana is also a Virgo. That's why. No, she's a
I have to.
Capricorn. No, she has a Virgo moon. I forgot. She's a Capricorn,
Yeah,
but she has a Virgo moon. Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
yeah.
Gemini
I have
rising,
too many
Virgo moon.
Virgo placements, so I get
Yeah.
entitled with my Leo rising that I can do all the human
Yeah, we are just laughing,
Virgo
but we
possible.
love Virgo. If I didn't, as I said, if we didn't have Virgo rising, I wouldn't be here where I am. So anyway, so that's why. Yeah. So Sagittarius, actually, so all the hard work with the Saturn Pisces that was happening and Neptune and stuff. If you pull the hard work, you're gonna have the recognition for it. And I think this is your year, especially second half. Very
Yeah,
beautiful, very beautiful
yeah.
Sagittarius. I think they can be themselves free without because they had a lot of commitments, a lot of responsibility lately, and they don't like that. So I think this is going to be a year that can be free. Uranus is going to shake them up as well. No snoozing for you guys either. Mutables are not supposed to snooze this year. No, any of the mutable signs are not supposed to snooze. I love that. That is so cool. Okay, what do you have for them? Oh yeah, it's me.
I already said.
Yes, it's me. It has a nine of pentacles. So I pulled Achilles. Achilles, confidence.
Yeah,
How it's an Aries energy. So I think this is exactly how it describes
something happened.
Pharaoh because no perfect. My
Yeah, I think
internet
so.
is
Your
going
your your
funny.
your camera, yeah, kind of went off. Yeah.
So what I will say, so you have the courage of Achilles to achieve and and to go and fight the fights. Just watch out for that arrow that you're not, because when you get too confident, somebody can use that your overconfidence to put you down. So just watch out for that. But you are definitely, this is a year for you, Sagittarius. I really like that. I feel that it's a great year for you, very much.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Okay,
next
who's next?
we have Capricorn.
Capricorn. Okay,
I think
Capricorns.
is
The
like I think
the cardinals. So again, Saturn, Neptune squares. Um, Pluto is not touching you. Uranus is not touching you. Jupiter is not touching you. So it's just a square. So it's it's like just like the Cancerian energy. Nothing else is happening. The nodes are not having an impact. Venus is not having an impact. Oh yes, when Venus goes retrograde in Libra, that's going to be squaring you a little bit. So that's another thing. But overall, it's just hard work. And what would Neptune
which you are
square?
used to, which you are used to already, no?
Yes,
Because they
right.
are
You
ruled by
yes,
Saturn at the
yeah,
end of the day. I mean, so
yes,
it's
that's
like
right.
I think only that I think that they have to be careful that they don't get burnout. I mean, like because I mean, like yeah, that you have the double that hard work, or you just get push more than normal. Then it could become like it's like workaholic square, and then that
But
may not
I
be
feel
the
they're gonna
best.
be more ambitious than usual because Saturn is in
Yeah.
Aries, and I think they want to do new things and go and do more actions. Yes, burnout, but I think they want to be in charge of things and starting new things and becoming leaders and becoming managers and becoming the ones to be recognized for their hard work and success. So if you put some hard work, you're gonna get recognition. But I think they want to start new things as well, and starting new projects, and dealing with new things as well. So Neptune is going to be the problem, I think, more because they're going to feel more exhausted. So burnout, as you mentioned, I think you should watch for your health. Um, it can be really. hard with Neptune because it's such an opposite, energy of what Capricorn is. So just letting go of some things or taking it more easy or resting more, I think that's going to be topic. And then, you know, especially those ones that they were born around Christmas. So people born around Christmas and the end of in December, they're going to feel it more this year for sure.
Yeah. I have the pink rose.
Ooh, okay. This is the queen of all the flowers. They're gonna love that.
Yes,
Okay.
grace and sweetness, the pursuit of perfection, then is the pursuit of sweetness and light. So greet life with grace, even when situations are challenging. That's what
I
we are
like that.
talking
I
about.
like that.
Let pink roses be a gentle reminder that in order to have sweet dreams at night, you need to get in the habit of thinking sweet thoughts each day. So let's not be, I mean, like, not serious all the time, not be like, okay, I have to go, I have to do this, I have to do that, blah 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 blah. But we have to, I think, I mean,
Mm.
the Capricorns, I think, should put more that, I mean, sweet, and then nice thoughts, etc., and kind of a bit, like,
Nurture themselves
something.
more. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
can be
yeah,
hard on themselves. You wouldn't believe it, but I
yeah.
pulled foundation, the Capricorn card, a foundation, Aeneas. So I think actually this is a good point because with Saturn in Aries, it's time to build new foundations, new structures, new buildings, new beginnings. It's gonna feel like you're starting something from scratch, but don't forget you already put some hard work. You already mastered a bunch of things, so it's not like you're doing from nothing, because you
Yeah,
already know so many things. So you already have this base, this foundation that is I love this. Aeneas. I
yeah.
have no idea who this guy is. So, guys, if you wanna, all the Capricorns out there, if you wanna search more, this is your mythical hero of the year, Aeneas. Okay, so search. I'm gonna Google it as well. I'm curious, but it's about
Exactly.
new beginnings and excellent, excellent. So I think Capricorns just take it easy, not to burn out. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, we have
Okay.
the now Aquarius.
Yes.
Aquarius.
Okay. So we
Hello,
have
Aquarius.
Pluto. Yeah, hi Aquarius. So we have Pluto in your sign. We're already going through transformations. Uranus is trining you, so it's going to be bringing you some new innovative, fresh ideas which you love. You're already in the future, so this is going to bring you just. I think Uranus in Gemini is going to help you be yourself more. I think a lot for the Aquarius energy.
The nodes.
Saturn, sorry, the
Yeah.
nodes and the
Mm.
nodal change,
Yeah.
yeah, but Saturn, Neptune, nothing. Jupiter, nothing. Retrograde Mercury is nothing. Okay, Venus retrograde, nothing. So only the nodes. So there are some big changes coming up, and I think it's aligned with this Pluto because Pluto, yeah, Jupiter is going to square them. I forgot. So Jupiter's going to square. So that Jupiter opposing Pluto, we have this moon in the summer with Jupiter Moon opposition, the Jupiter Pluto opposition,
Mm-hmm.
and is that the eclipse? Yeah, no,
Mm.
it's a full moon. Yeah, 29th of July. It's not an eclipse. It's not an eclipse, but it's going to be huge because we're going to have Jupiter Pluto opposition for that full moon in Aquarius on July 29th. So for Aquarius, it's going to be a very important um, uh, uh, full moon, and I think they're going to feel this
And there
that
would be
that
the
moon.
eclipses as well. Eclipses as
Yes,
well. So in Aquarius and Leo. So I think in that axis of Aquarius and Leo, lots of things may be happening.
yeah,
And get ready for changes, new beginnings, important stuff, etc. And I think get ready for that in a way, I think.
yeah. I think you're going to have a help of Uranus in a sense. So I think you're going to be, there's like a eureka moment and a brilliance of genius. I think the genius. I think the Aquarius are going to wake up their genius within them. That's how I feel, right? And that's therefore the transformation of it from the Pluto, right? So
Yeah,
summer is going to be hugely important for you. Summer is going to be
yeah,
hugely important. I think
yeah,
it's good because there was Uranus was squaring you, but you didn't feel comfortable. But now Uranus is helping you. So I think it's going to be a huge change in your mindset as well in your process.
And
Um,
when we are thinking about
yeah.
the, I mean, like all that summer, etc., and eclipses, I think we have to think that it's again the last degrees of Aquarius will be more affected by that first the node changes and also these solar eclipses. So I think that would be more for the
Mm,
last degrees of the
a
Aquarius in
sign.
that sense.
Yeah.
So so they have to be thinking the people, oh, do I have any placements in Aquarius in the last degree? So okay, that's
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, yeah. No, it's going to be very interesting
mhm,
to see what's going on with Aquarius. I think they're going to like make it or break it. I think there's the energies, make it or break it energy. I think it's no middle ground. Like this is a time that there's no compromise. Or I mean, you have to go all in. You know, when you're in a casino, you have to go all in. That's what I feel for Aquarius. This is the
yeah.
year to go all in, and to make the breakthroughs. And I'm excited for you guys. Okay, what did you have? What do you have?
That's the Nine of Wands, and we see the crow that is getting
Oh
being
my God.
affected by this fire in a way. And I think it's about sometimes the sacrifices and everything. I think in that sense,
Mm,
and I think that
mm.
sometimes I think you have to accept to be burned to make some changes to get free and to get into something new. In that sense, I think that is something, I mean, that I think with the changes things can happen, but I think, yeah, every magic comes with a price. I think that's the
Yes, yes,
that's the thing.
yes, yes. I'm thinking about Hulk. Yeah, my references.
Yeah,
You know how
yeah,
when he
yeah,
becomes a Hulk, that's how I feel the Aquarius is coming. So because you're coming through that, and it hurts, and you don't want to, and then you can try, and then you come and you become a Hulk.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
this is a year you become a
exactly,
Hulk, guys. Yeah.
exactly,
I
exactly.
pulled Leonidas. That's a Capricorn energy, perseverance. So you just need to go persevere through that. Let's see, it's a bunch of arrows are coming. So you shield yourself from everything that's coming because you just need to push through this, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you were going to be reborn. Yeah. I'm kind of exciting. I don't know. I know it's not maybe um, because Jupiter can make things larger than light. So there's going to be some situations that you feel larger than light with eclipses, and this, especially this full moon in July, end of July. Yeah, watch this space for the summertime Aquarius. It's going to be important. Before we go to Pisces, just Emily says she has a lot of Capricorn, telling people with lots of Capricorn placements to lighten up. Well, we try, Emily, we try. I know it's hard. Well, we,
lighten
we
up.
yes, we are kind of on a joke. We are jokesters today. We are making, I'm kidding. Cool. So Pisces, not, they're always the most patient. I always say that they're most patient sign of the zodiac. They always wait for the end to tell something about Pisces.
You never know. I mean, like it's like no with the Pisces and patience. I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean, like
I always tell it
they
because
may just go away. Yeah,
every astrologer always starts with Aries and finishes with it. Poor Pisces, like, when am I coming to? They're daydreaming until we come to them. So Pisces, what is happening? Pluto is not touching you. Uranus is squaring you, so that's going to be. I think it can be also a great artistic or spiritual breakthroughs with you. Saturn and Neptune are leaving you alone, so I think you're going to be extra happy because it's there with that as well. Jupiter is not touching you. You're going to have Mercury retrograde in your sign, so from February 26th to March 20th. So the
I
March, it's going to be, yeah. And you have some
eclipse.
eclipses still. Hmm?
Yeah, eclipses. I think, yeah, that's the, I think, most important
Yep.
thing. I think that eclipses and the
Yeah.
Uranus in Gemini. Eclipses also, it's, I think, like a kind of wrapping up, no, because these are lunar eclipses. You are ending and then coming to an end of some of the seeds that were planted. I mean, like 18 months back, etc. From that period onwards. So it's time to like to reach that point and then think of how do you continue the rest of the way. So I think that's a decision point as well for the Pisces what to do next as well.
Yeah. Yes, yes. So yeah, that's very interesting. I think you've been through a lot. I think physically and mentally and
Yeah,
psychologically,
my
right?
my Pisces moon at the end of the Pisces, like I'm
Right.
like,
I think yeah, I think you're very happy for this all to be finished end of February. So you just need to hang on until end of February until this is all done, and then it's going to be much easier. Uranus squaring you is, as I said, with Uranus in Gemini, especially, and for all mutable signs, we need to take care of your nervous system. So just make sure that you are practicing calmness, take a deep breath. Maybe for Pisces it's going to be easier to meditate. I didn't suggest that for any other sign because I know it's hard for Gemini's, Virgos, and Sagittarius to meditate. But for you Pisces, you might be maybe more easier to just be in stillness and do some things during the year when Uranus comes. It will bring some new things and innovations in your life for sure. And yeah, unfortunately Jupiter is leaving Cancer, so I think you still have this Jupiter protection until first half of the year. So not bad at all. It's not that I think mutable signs are finally getting off a little bit of break. I know. Tell me about it.
so so
Okay.
do
What
I
did you?
tell the red rose?
Oh,
Red
another
rose.
rose.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, hidden secrets. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. It's by Buddha. So keeping secrets not only keeps others in the dark, but keeps them at a distance. Always speak your truth, even when you think it may hurt. It's better to make someone cry with the truth than to make someone smile with a lie. I think it's more like that. I mean, like that. There's too much empathy with
Yeah.
Pisces. It's like that they are sensitive and compassionate, and let me not like make this one said, let me not I mean like make this person disappointed. It's like it's all
Yeah.
that that kind of thing, and it's saying that I mean like yeah, if if necessary, like break the
Yeah.
heart. I
Yeah.
mean, instead of you getting all that thing, etc., that
Mm,
emotional burden inside you,
mhm.
maybe if necessary, sometimes speak out. Maybe Uranus is
Well,
Gemini, is like saying
I was
that
gonna
like
say, yeah, with Uranus in Gemini, it's going to help you to finally say it as it is. Just blur it out, spill the tea. I pulled. How do you pronounce this? Sphinx. S
yes,
P
yes,
H
yes,
I
yeah,
N X.
Sphinx, I
Sorry,
think.
guys, I'm not. I don't know. It says transition. So this is actually a transition year. I think you did what you did, and now Uranus is gonna shake you up. No snoozing for you too. So you're definitely, yeah. So why are we're saying that Uranus? I mean, Terry said in the beginning that Uranus in Gemini is like an alarm clock. So you're not supposed to snooze if you don't want to miss the opportunities, and if you wanna, because he's gonna wake you up one way or another. If you snooze, he's pulling the shots. If you don't snooze, you're pulling the shots, kind of a thing. So this is definitely, look how powerful this is. The storms
Yeah,
are around you, but you're
yeah,
still rising above the storms, and you're understanding there is a change coming, and you are embracing the change with pride.
yeah,
So
exactly. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, really, I think that they probably it's time to like to speak more, and
yeah,
even you think that it will hurt. Yeah, I mean, like sorry for the other side, but you have to again
yeah.
think about
Because
yourself
Pisces,
as
they
well.
hurt inside. Yeah, they hurt inside so many times they don't even say it. They kind of take on other people's pain and suffering in silence instead of saying that. I like that. Emily
Yeah.
says that's very beautiful and powerful. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate
Mhm.
that. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's it, guys. I think we covered all 12 signs. We gave kind of a brief um,
Taster, taster,
yeah,
highlights.
taster. Yes, a highlights taster for 2026. Which signs, in more detail, you have to follow us for more details. Before we tune out, thank everybody for being here. Emily, Diana, and where's
I don't
Argentum.
see.
Thank you so much. And for all of you who didn't say hi, we still have hi to you. Um, and please, I know Okay, so Teri is doing her practice, astrology practice, tarot practice, but she also, so she has her YouTube channel and Instagram, but she's doing something new with another astro friend, Allison. So please tell us more about that, and where can people find you, and what do you have guys planned?
Yeah, with the Ellison, yeah, we have been collaborating since the, I think, beginning of 2025. So we have actually we are more focused on that channel, which is the Sky Whispers. So
Yes,
we
I
are
like
doing
that.
monthly recordings there. I mean, like the astrological insights about every month. And except that we are doing this astrology and beyond interview series to have our, we get our guest of honors, and we try to I mean, even they are astrologers, they have all things beyond astrology, so we try to explore that beyond part during this interview series, and also let people explore about these people more. So we are happy so far how these interviews are going, and we have a good line of very esteemed astrologers coming up soon in the
Uh,
we.
I want to say,
So
Emily, I don't know if you, yeah, I want to say for you guys, if you didn't listen, they had an interview with Frank Clifford, and he revealed some stuff that I never heard him revealed anywhere else. So it's very great interview. So please check it out. There's more others, of course. You can check all the other interviews and forecasts, but that one, because I know Emily, he's our teacher as well, so it's very interesting to see Frank in another. So the Sky Whisperers on YouTube, you can find them there. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, Emily says, if
exactly.
you snooze, you lose. Listen to the Great Awakener, Uranus. Yes, you snooze, you lose. I like that. So, Teri, thank you very much for your time. I know you're a mom and you
Yeah,
have a lot of obligations with your kids and
yeah,
family.
like going like this,
Yeah, yeah,
like to the
go
children.
out. Go out. Thank you for this. I know it was a time consuming, but I thought it would be a fun way to give a teaser of
Cut again.
Amethyst Tarot, Amethyst Astro Tarot. I'm losing connection, so it's time. And yeah, you can just Roswick Astrology. If you have any questions, like, subscribe, comment, please. It helps us spread the word of astrology as well. If
Yeah.
you have any suggestions, we're open to hear it. If you find if this resonates with you, let us know. Wow.
I think it cut again. Uranus is staying. No,
Even throughout
I'm
the year.
joking. Yeah,
Do you have any final
yeah.
thoughts?
I was joking that Uranus is telling us to go away.
Yeah, I guess. I
You
guess.
too, Mercurial. So,
Too mercurial for me. Okay, well, you'll see us.
yeah.
Thanks again. Bye, guys. Bye,
Yeah.